Hello everyone and welcome back to another video about Assassin's Creed Origins. So today I'm going to be talking about a little theory that I've had on kind of the Egypt, Rome, Greece trilogy with Bayek, because it is a really interesting thing. I would definitely love a trilogy with Bayek in these different places, like these 3 legendary locations. Like, it'd be really fucking cool if we had all these things. And I've also got a little theory that would kind of link Assassin's Creed Origins to Assassin's Creed 1. So basically, let's get straight into the video, guys. So first of all, Egypt as a setting, especially during the Ptolemaic era, is really fucking great, because all the different cultures, they all come together, like loads of different powerful places of the world start interacting with each other, and the cultures kind of combine. Greece is a very prominent part of Egypt during this time, and I think that as the next Assassin's Creed game, we could definitely see ancient Greece, like a fully fleshed out, fully huge ancient Greece as a setting, because obviously they've done ancient Egypt, ancient Greece is very prominent at the time, but also you've got the rise of ancient Rome as well during this time too, which is really good. All these 3 huge powerful civilizations kind of building themselves up. Of course, it's kind of the end of Egypt's prime. It's where kind of Greece is taking over, and there's the Persians and all that good stuff, but Egypt is still very powerful country in the world at this time, and there's also Greece and Rome too that are rising in power. Now, over the course of these 3 games, we could see Bayek grow as a character and watch his story unfold through 3 legendary settings: ancient Egypt, ancient Greece, and ancient Rome. It would be so fucking awesome. They've done ancient Egypt, they need to do these 2 other countries. It would be so great to see these brought to life, just like they've brought ancient Egypt to life. I think it would be cool to see how Bayek shapes the creed even after he creates it in Origins, because obviously in Origins we know he finds out the creed, he creates it, he's the first guy after, the Darius and all that kind of, when the assassins died out, he's the first person to kind of build the Brotherhood. Because before it was known as the Liberalis Circulum in Rome and stuff like that, there was never a proper Brotherhood of Assassins, just a group of people that held the ideals that Bayek seems would be fitting to start an order around. So, he creates it in Origins, and it'd be cool to see how he kind of grows it. He recruits people to his cause and has them help in his adventures in all these places, and we could watch the Brotherhood grow as well as Bayek himself. Also, if we had a trilogy, Assassin's Creed could finally have an identity again. Kind of like when Ezio was a protagonist, because, when Ezio was the main character through the Ezio trilogy, on all of the different, promotional art and stuff like that, it was always Ezio. Ezio was the face of Assassin's Creed. And if we had a trilogy with Bayek, and if it was done well, Bayek could possibly become the new face of Assassin's Creed, so to speak. It'd be really fucking cool. We'd have a character that everyone thinks of when they think of Assassin's Creed, instead of just having these throwaway characters that we've had for the last few years. There's so much room for character development, because Bayek would start off in Origins, and he'd be experienced, yet he'd still be ignorant to all of the first Civ stuff, because obviously he's an experienced guy, he's in his 30s, he's a Medjay, protector of the people of Egypt, yet he knows nothing about all this first Civ stuff that's going on, he's blissfully unaware of it. So he'd be experienced, yet ignorant, and then progressively get more wise and more informed on the first Civ, and more experienced at, dealing with those sorts of things as the games go on, and, he'd end up being, quite an old, wise master assassin. So a lot of people are probably wondering, oh, how would Bayek actually, he'd die way before we had a long enough story with him. Now, obviously, he starts off Origins at 30 years old, and I reckon by the last game in the trilogy, he could be in his mid-50s or so, because, it's kind of an average age, the story could span 20-25 years, something like that. And now you may think this is unrealistic for the period that it's set in, but remember that Altaïr in 1191 to when he died, he was 92 years old, so it's, quite a long time that he was alive for. Now, this was because he had the apple, and the apple showed him a lot of life-lengthening methods, and a similar thing could happen to Bayek. Say if Bayek had an apple of Eden or something like that, it could show him various different ways of lengthening his life, and would therefore mean that he lives to an older age. Now, lastly, I kind of got this theory about something that could happen. Say if Bayek did actually have one of the apples of Eden, I think it'd be awesome if at the end of the very last game in the trilogy, he's an old wise master assassin, he's very experienced, and he travels to Jerusalem. Now, Jerusalem's been a city since 3000 BC, so we're all good there, you know. It's a really old city, ancient city, and, you know, obviously this game takes place in 49 BCE, so it's a good, like, 2,900 years after Jerusalem was founded and built and all that good stuff. And in Jerusalem, I think it'd be quite cool if he traveled to Solomon's temple, which was built in 950 BCE, and left the apple there for Altaïr to find in 1191 AD. I think this would be awesome because it would link Altaïr's and Bayek's stories together and show that what Bayek did was essential for Altaïr's story to take place, because it links the two together. He leaves the apple there with the Ark of the Covenant, and then Altaïr finds it in Assassin's Creed 1. It'd be a great way to round off the story as a whole. Obviously, there's a few complications because kind of Solomon's temple was destroyed and all that good stuff, and it was lost to the people for many years until 1191 when it was finally excavated and found and all that good stuff, and the apple was found there in Assassin's Creed. But I'm sure there's a few ways around it that people could do. Like Bayek could leave it there because he knows that it's a secure place, it's a religious place, and it's also, you know, kind of crumbling and shit. So, you know, it's going to be safe there. But I think that'd be a really cool way to round off the series with Bayek's story and all that good stuff, and link it to Altaïr. So that is the end of the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed all of these different theories and stuff. I think that very last theory is a really cool idea. Whether or not it's going to happen, I highly doubt it, but I would like something to link Altaïr and Bayek's stories together. I think it'd be quite cool because, you know, he's the founder of the, you know, the Brotherhood as we know it in the games, and it'd be kind of cool if Altaïr acknowledged him in some way. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead and like and subscribe for more gaming news and content in the future, and also remember to comment down in the comment section below telling me what you think of all these theories and what you think of a trilogy in Egypt, Rome and Greece with Bayek, and I will see you guys in the next video.